iconic French designer Louis Vuitton. We will cover his early life, how he developed his craft, and how he created and cemented the Louis Vuitton brand into fashion history. First, a brief overview of Louis Vuitton's early life. Louis Vuitton was born August 4th, 1821, in Angers, a small settlement within the Jura region of France. He was born to farmer Xavier Vuitton and hatmaker Coron Galliard, who passed away early in Vuitton's life, in which his father remarried. While he was born and raised on rural French farmland, he dreamed of something bigger. Being fed up with the monotony of farm life and his harsh stepmother, at only 13 years old he ran away from Angers and began his journey on foot to Paris. After a little more than 2 years and close to 300 miles on foot, Vuitton finally arrived in Paris at 16 years old. After only a year, his career would skyrocket. In 1837, teenage Vuitton, after settling in Paris, started an apprenticeship under Monsieur Martial, a master trunk craftsman. Under Martial, Vuitton quickly climbed up the ranks at the Parisian workshop as one of the best box craftsmen in the city. He had built such a name for himself that the Empress of France at the time, Napoleon III's wife, Eugenie de Montijo, had picked him to be her personal box maker and packer, and this had opened the young artisan to a whole new rank of clientele. In 1854, Louis Vuitton would marry his wife, Clémence Émile Pariou, and after 17 years of work at Martial's studio, he would part ways to open his own studio at 4 Rue Neuve des Capitins. Trunks were something very important to Parisians, as many traveled by boat, carriage, or train, so their baggage needed to be very sturdy in order to withstand the wear and tear caused by transportation, and the people needed something that would protect their items. This is where Vuitton's creative spirit came to light. At his new studio, he debuted a brand new type of trunk. As opposed to the average rounded tops and leather-covered trunks, Vuitton created a flat-top trunk lined with gray canvas that made it very durable in all different conditions. Continuing, 4 years after this innovation, he would come out with his first collection of completely flat trunks, marking the start of modern luggage. The newfound stackability, lightness, and durability made it easier to travel with, which was perfect for the spike in traveling from the invention of the steam engine. In 1859, after sales were skyrocketing and bringing in more elite clientele, Louis Vuitton needed to expand his production in order to keep up with the traffic, which led him to opening up his very first factory, Asnières. He would go on to grow even bigger, even making the invention of the trunk bed for explorer Pierre Séverin de Brazza. But in the midst of the Franco-Prussian War, this factory was looted and destroyed. Vuitton quickly bounced back, though, opening a new factory on 1 Rue Scribe, one of the most aristocratic areas of Paris. From this point, his designs were a staple in high-class fashions, and he fully cemented his legacy as a luxury designer. Louis Vuitton would continue his work until he died at 72 on the 27th of February, 1892, leaving the Louis Vuitton legacy with his only son, Georges Vuitton, where he continued in his dad's creative footsteps. Now, the name still rings as extraordinary as it did over 100 years ago, and that is thanks to